Hey everyone, I'm going to teach you guys how to make mead the simple way. And before we get into the process of it, I want to just say that there's probably a lot of different ways to brew mead. And I find that as a population, we tend to really overcomplicate everything and make all these procedures and use as much equipment as we can. And I think it comes from a place of trying to perfect something. But there's definitely something to be said about what it takes to bridge that threshold between not knowing how to do something and being a perfectionist. And I see this time and time again where so many people, they don't do projects, they don't do the things that they want to do because they don't know how to do it perfectly. And I'll say that I am very effective at doing a lot of different things, and I do almost none of them at a perfectionist level. I would say that I'm more of a jack of all trades and a master of none, but I'm a master of learning, and it's because I'm not afraid to start a project that I know nothing about and fuck it up as many times as I need to in order to figure out how to do it. And I would say that in my life and in my past, I have an ocean of failed projects with all these wasted resources. But to counteract that, I have a mountain of successful projects and even more knowledge and wisdom from all my failure as well as my successes. So it's really about just getting in there and trying to do it. And sometimes you have to just reinvent the wheel too. And I've done that a lot in my life as well. I always say that you really got to figure out how to do something the wrong way in order to figure out how to do it the right way. And that's really about testing the limitations and boundaries of failure and success, to really figure out what is successful and what is not successful. Let's see. I think we should probably just get right into it. But I wanted to hit that and address that because this is a very simple way of doing it. And the first time I started brewing, um, it was a cider and it completely just turned into vinegar. And the first time that I brewed mead, the first batch turned out, it was a 5 gallon batch of mead, and it turned out to be way too much honey, way too sweet. And then the second time I did it, it was the opposite. It was too much water, and the yeast ate through all the sugar, and it turned into what I call evermead, which is a great intoxication. And that being said, sometimes our failures can be useful in other ways. Sometimes you're able to scrap a failed project and turn it into something else. And it's just an exercise of ingenuity and creativity to take something that didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to, and then turn it into something else. And then sometimes, you just have to scrap the whole thing and then learn the hard way. And I have a lot of experience of doing that as well. And sometimes those are the best learning lessons. So that being said, thanks for listening to my little prelude here, and we'll get right into it.